President Emmanuel Macron has said Operation Barkhane would continue away from Mali, but in a smaller and reconfigured form. About 2,000 forces will stay in the Sahel, 3,000 troops less than the force's current strength.
Hello dear friends, French is not ready to move out of the continent of Africa. You know, French forces make Niger a new home after being expelled by Mali. We expected maybe French forces will be withdrawn from Africa after being expelled in Mali, but at the end of the day, French has found a new home in Niger and continue their operation in Sahel region from Niger. So my question is, how French are benefiting from this operation? Is it true that France is losing or France is gaining?
But if you are to ask yourself who is in control of the oil in Cameroon, is Total or Elf? If you ask yourself who is in control of the oil in Gabon and the timber in Gabon, it is the French.
This French Army Mirage fighter jet is getting ready to take off from a base in Niger. Its mission, to help secure a convoy ferrying logistics and equipment from Mali, where French forces were expelled by the authorities. In total, France must move from Mali some 4,000 containers and 1,000 vehicles, including hundreds of armored cars. The preparation of operations is done with the Nigerian soldiers, and this is really the tangible sign of the invasion of the partnership relationship, since they are the ones in command. At the Joint Operations Center in N'Djamena, capital of Chad, troops keep track of field operations in real time. France hopes to complete its withdrawal from Mali at the end of August. The French army is seeing increased hostility in the Sahel countries, where populations often accuse it of unwillingness to defeat militant insurgents. Attacks on military and civilian targets have increased in recent years. This withdrawal is going well, since we'll be able to carry out the logistical maneuver by relying on Niger, which means no duplication of Barkhane in Niger. That's not the point at all, but a maneuver that will continue for months and months afterwards to disengage all the equipment that's currently in Mali.
Very clever, and I'm using the word clever in quotes. They ensured that the former colonies remained under their influence, complete with a currency which until now is controlled and manipulated from Paris. So when we talk about the post-colonial state, we must remind ourselves that it is a neo-colonial state.
And I remember the words of Dr. Kana Chomboli Kwao, also the words of Julius Selo Malema when he said that French has nothing without Africa, and this is the reality. So French has switching the new home from Mali now to Niger, and they will continue the operation from Niger. Around 2,500 French troops will remain in the Sahel when the operation is over, but this depends above all of the wishes of the African states. You see, French and the European are moving toward more cooperation, cooperative operation. This operation will be determined more strictly by request from the African country, and will take the form of support of and not in a replacement for the local military. So and we know that there are some mines in the region there, and there's some interesting places for the French, where French has been accessing and gaining the wealth from the continent of Africa. So they're not ready to leave those spaces. And whatever we can speak, if we can't come together, and that's why we're saying Africa, we need to come together. We need a unity among ourselves. So we have seen Mali has said, friends, you are exploiting, friends, you are making trouble in our territory, so let us move out of our territory. Other countries accepting friends. So it means friends will use, or the troops will use the other countries to attack the country that has been expelled defense, and they will make sure that there's no stability in that country. That's the truth. So I think we need to have one say, a single say. That's why we need to have one government in the continent of Africa that can decide if we say we need the help of friends or we don't need the help of friends. And that's why today it is so difficult for Africa to have a unity. And we know how friends has benefiting. And we can ask ourselves, friends has no gold mine, friends has no diamond mine, but has a lot of reserve of God. So my dear friends, I think we have a big duty to do. We have a great responsibility to play to make sure that we can protect our mother continent, Africa, from exploitation. Otherwise, we are going to be defeated again in this fourth industrial revolution.